Okay guys, brand new in the box. You can see it's in the box. It's a Chicago Electric Power Tools brand, so it's Harbor Freight. 3-pound Captivity rotary rock tumbler. Used to polish stones, semi-precious stones, glass, and even metal. I'm going to be using it for polishing brass, for reloading. It's the cheapest way if you're looking for a cheap tumbler just to do small batches. Before that, I was just tossing them in a small bucket with a lid and just adding water and shaking them with just soap and some cleaner, and then dumping the water off. After that, I would just rinse them with water in the same bucket, drain it off. Sometimes I would actually rinse them in a little bit of alcohol water. Just pour a little bit of alcohol in water and mix it and splash them. But this batch, I'm actually going to run this through the tumbler, and we're going to see if that comes better than my other brass that I've been just doing a shake tumble basically through water because I didn't have a tumbler. This one I actually got from my family over Christmas. You can see it's still new in the box. I haven't even opened it yet. He also picked me up a one bottle of this. It's tumbler media. It's the stone media. Ceramic stones. I don't plan on using that for tumbling brass, but it'd be nice to have for doing other stuff if I ever plan on tumbling anything else. And a bottle of the ultrasonic cleaner powder that I can use to clean if I need to. What's nice about them is brand new in the box, tumbler, rock tumbler, all new directions, and a handful of brand new seals with it. There is also seals inside of it. I took this apart already once just to make sure everything was there before I unboxed it on video. They do offer a 5-pound version of this. It's an extra drum on it, a little bit longer thing. If you're planning on doing a lot, I would recommend buying the 5-pounder just so you can do more. This is a 3-pounder, so it'll probably do at least that amount of brass, probably. I'm hoping. That's 100 pieces, roughly, a 300 blackout. Guys, I just took it apart. It's the drum. The seal that goes on top of the drum that has a seal on it. There's your seal, your bottom, your lid that goes inside. This is your top lid that goes on top, your washer, your nut that locks everything together. I use a screwdriver, a little one, just to get underneath the seal to pop it so I can load it. Does fit. You can tell all 100, and then there's still room. You can probably still fit probably more if you really wanted to do it. I mean, if you're reloading pistol, you can probably get close to 200 in there maybe, but I'm only doing that many. The only thing I have is like 100 pieces of 300 blackout right now. Like I said before, I was just tossing them in here with water and shaking them with a lid. It's just soap water. And then tossing them for soap, and then water, and then a little bit of alcohol. Let me mix it with the water to do a full clean. Here's a little table I got for over Christmas, just as a little work table on wheels. That is 60 rounds of 338 Win Mag that I deep prined through the Lee hand press. It's brass I basically got from my brother. Tell this was all cleaned through, just soap water. It was just all soap water and shooken through an M&M jug that you get from Costco. mean, it's not high polished or anything, but it is clean. It might need to be re-cleaned at a later date if I want to make them like sparkly clean. But pockets are cleaned out. I mean, it does the job. Here's a piece of the 243 brass that I deprimed and cleaned and it's ready to reload. It's primed with CCI large rifle primers. You can tell that's a new primer. No powder, no bullet yet. They are already deburred and cut the length already. Ready to be reloaded. They were cleaned the same way, just shooken through a jug of water and hand dried. Put on a towel and let dry and rub down. Okay guys, I'm going to do what a good friend on YouTube said, Walter. You might know him if you follow me. He's usually in the comments every once in a while. I might pin his channel in the content in a down bar. Good Wet and Shine. This is the Walmart brand. It's just car wash with a wax in it. Press is already loaded. And hot water. He uses metal pins. I do not got any stainless steel pins here. I was going to dry tumble, but I haven't been able to get hold of walnut shells yet. Here locally, then a small bag. The biggest bag Harbor Freight has, they're 25-pound bags, and I do not need that much media. Next time I make a run to Cabela's or something, I might pick a small tub up of their 5-pound tubs. But as of right now, I've just been wet tumbling. Just a quick splash of soap. Seal is straightforward. Seal and down. O-ring. That is your lid and nut. I'm going to go ahead and wet this seal really quick, just to be safe. Inserted the lid with the seal after wetting the seal. This is your lid on top of that one. Washer. Sorry guys, I am filming this by smartphone, so I only got one hand sometimes to work with. Okay, that is tight. I'll just put this straight in the kitchen. You can tell I got stuff laying around everywhere in this kitchen. Throwing all switches on the other side. On the side your wire is. So turn it on, just let it tumble. This one doesn't have a set timer on it, so you gotta set a timer somewhere else as it tumbles. Right now, I'm just gonna let it tumble. Process. I got the Olympics on the other TV channel playing. Currently not watching the Super Bowl and do not plan on watching it. If I do turn it on, it might be on for a couple minutes. I'm not big into football. I just took this apart. Yes, it was a little tight, so I had to use the screwdriver. Just took it apart, broke the seal. You can tell that water is nice and foamy, and a lot of dirt buildup in it, brass-wise. Can't complain. Super, super clean brass. That brass was only in there probably little over 25 minutes or so. I think I set the timer when I put it in for 25 minutes. And I let it run just a tad, probably about 10 to 15, 20 minutes over. So say 40 minutes total. Beautiful, clean 300 blackout brass. Fully clean pockets. These are really super clean for just running through a Harbor Freight rock tumbler. This is the 3-pound model. Again, this is their 3-pound model, not their 5-pound model. If you're doing more than this, you might want to look at getting a 5-pounder. But these are super clean. I might drop these back in a little longer, but probably won't. They are really clean, if you can tell. These were only in just soap water, and that's it. Then again, guys, that is a cheap way just to tumble your brass. These rock tumblers, you can probably get them for $60 for the small ones. If you're tumbling a lot, spend a little bit more and get the 5-pound model. You can get these things on sale for, I think, $30 or so when they're on sale. Use the coupon. Knock them down. I mean, it's a cheap way to tumble if you're not doing a lot of brass. I mean, it beats shaking in a jug like I was doing for the longest time. But, again, a jug works. If you're just doing a little bit really quick, yeah, use a jug, shake them in water. It might work for a quick solution just to get you some brass cleaned. But to use a rock tumbler like this, hurry and run them through with just soap water. If you're only doing maybe 100 to 200 pieces of brass, I know some guys are talking the bigger ones can do even more. Again, guys, I'm not trying to keep this long, just showing an easy way to clean brass that I found for your first time reloaders out there. This might be the best option for you if you don't want to spend crazy amount of money on your setup. If you're willing to spend a little bit, get a Franklin Arsenal's tumbler, their wet tumbler. The fart can, it is an awesome tumbler for the money if you're willing to throw $80-some at a tumbler. If not, look around for a dry tumbler. Some of those Hornadies, there's Lehman's, there's RCBS's. You can find those dry ones for not that much. I mean, I might, in a later, down the road, I might opt for the dry tumbler from Harbor Freight, their big stand model that sits on a desk or a bench. They have one of those that'll hold 5-10 pounds or more. I'll be looking into getting one of those at a later date, probably.